Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought you looked really good, but then you took a photo and didn't like what you saw? It happens to a lot of us. You might wonder why there's such a big difference. Well, you're not alone in this, and there's a real reason it happens. Today, we're going to talk about why we often like our reflection in the mirror, but not in photos. We'll look at what's going on with mirrors and cameras that makes us see things differently. And don't worry, we'll also share some tips on how to look great in photos too. So if you've ever been puzzled by how different you look in pictures, stick around. We're going to figure it out together. Now let's talk about something we all notice but might not talk about much: body shape. Have you ever noticed how you stand or pose in front of the mirror, maybe turning a bit to see how you look from different sides? We all do it, trying to see our best selves. But when someone takes a picture of us, we might not be ready or standing in the best way that shows our body shape the way we like. The thing is, pictures can't always show the real you, the way you move or hold yourself. They just capture one moment, and sometimes it's not the best one. This can make us feel like we don't look good in photos, but it's really just because the photo caught us at a bad angle or in a pose that doesn't show how we really look. So next time you see a photo and don't like how your body looks, remember it's just one moment and not the whole story of who you are. Let's talk about a detail many of us overlook: the shape of our noses. When we look in the mirror, we see our nose in 3D, which means we can see it from different angles and it looks just right to us. But when we take a photo, the camera flattens everything into just 2 dimensions, which can make our noses look different than what we're used to seeing in the mirror. Sometimes, noses might look wider, longer, or just not how we see them every day. This happens because photos can't show depth the same way our eyes see it in real life. So if you ever feel like your nose doesn't look quite right in pictures, it's not just you. It's all about how cameras see things differently than our eyes do. Remember, a photo is just one flat version of us and can't show everything about how we really look. Let's shift our focus to another important aspect: the side structure of our faces. This is all about how the sides of our face look, like our cheekbones and jawline. In real life, when we talk to someone or look in the mirror, people see our face in 3D. This means they can see the depth and curves of our face, which can be quite flattering. But when a photo is taken, it captures us in just 2 dimensions. This makes our faces look flatter, and can sometimes make parts of our face, like our cheeks or jaw, appear wider than they really are. It's kind of like taking a round object and squishing it down flat. It spreads out and looks different. So, if you've ever felt that your face looks a bit off in photos, it's probably because the camera isn't showing the full depth and shape of your face like your eyes do in real life. It's just a limitation of photos, and it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with how we actually look. Now let's talk about something really cool: finding your empowering angles. Think of it like this: when you take a selfie or someone snaps a picture of you, how you tilt or turn your head, how you stand, can make a big difference. It's all about showing off your best side. Some people might look great when they turn their head a little to the side, or when they tilt their chin down just a bit. It's like playing a fun game with the camera to see which angles make you feel the most confident. And here's a secret: everyone has a good side. It's just about finding what works for you. So next time you're taking a photo, don't be afraid to move around a bit. Try different looks. It's not about changing how you look, but about showing the world the beauty you see in the mirror every day. Remember, it's your unique look and confidence that really shine through in photos. Let's talk about something called symmetry, which is just a fancy word for how even and balanced our features are. Most of us have faces that aren't exactly the same on both sides, and that's totally normal and okay. When we look in the mirror, we get used to seeing this balance in a certain way. But here's the catch: photos show us the opposite of what we see in the mirror. This switch can make our faces look a bit different in pictures, and sometimes we might notice that one side doesn't match the other as much as we thought. This is because the camera catches everything just as it is, without flipping it like a mirror does. So if your photo looks a bit off and you can't figure out why, it might just be because you're not used to seeing your face this way round. Remember, having a face that's not perfectly symmetrical is normal, and it's part of what makes each of us unique. Let's dive into one of the most fascinating aspects of this whole mystery: the mind game behind the mirror and picture puzzle. You see, when we look in the mirror every day, we get used to seeing ourselves in a certain way. This is our mirror image, and it's like we become friends with it. But when we take a photo, it shows us in a different way, not like the mirror does. This can make us feel a bit strange, because it's not what we're used to. Our brains like things they see all the time, and that's why we might not like our photo at first. It's just not familiar. Also, when we see ourselves in a photo, we see ourselves the way other people do, and that can feel a bit odd because it's not the view we see in the mirror. So it's not just about how we really look, but also about what we're used to seeing. Understanding this can help us feel a bit better about photos and know that it's totally normal to feel this way. Let's wrap this up with some handy tips to help you take better photos. First thing, lighting is your best friend. Try to find soft, natural light, like near a window or outside on a cloudy day. This kind of light is really flattering and can make your skin look amazing. Next, think about your background. A simple, clutter-free background makes you the star of the photo. Now, about your pose. Relax your shoulders, stand up straight, and try turning slightly to the side. This helps show off your natural shape and can make you look more relaxed. And don't forget to smile or show off your natural expression. It's not just about looking happy. It's about looking like you. Last but not least, practice makes perfect. Take lots of photos, try different things, and see what you like best. Remember, photos are a way to capture fun moments. So don't stress too much about looking perfect. It's all about capturing the real, wonderful you. Now it's your turn. Use the tips we've shared and have fun taking photos. We'd love to hear how it goes, so drop a comment below with your experiences, any new tips, or funny moments. Your stories can help and inspire others, so let's share and grow together. Can't wait to hear from you.